Hey, good morning. Hi, this is Mathia Ford, owner of Wildcat Brand Management. Amazon is a huge e-commerce platform, and it can be hard for brands to kind of break through the noise. At Wildcat Brand Management, we manage your Amazon account from A to Z so that you can make more sales and get back to managing your business. But today, I want to talk about how brands can sell on Amazon and still be profitable. So I think that's something that's very important because I own a couple of brands and it's been a great experience for me, but I know in the beginning as a brand owner, it wasn't always easy to understand how selling on Amazon could help my brand. So I think it's important as a brand to protect your products. You need to get a trademark. You need to make sure that the copy on Amazon is great. It's not going to be your best copy. You're going to save your best copy for your website. But selling on Amazon, you can have pretty good copy and good pictures, great pictures. All that can be done, and you can make great sales and improve your sales, improve your relationship with your customers. And there's two ways you can do that. So you can sell directly, which is you basically as a manufacturer owner, you're going to put your items on Amazon. You're going to sell them directly to customers. You're going to be on the platform as a third-party seller. Now, there's another way you can do that, selling directly. You can sell directly to Amazon for them to resell, but I honestly don't think as a brand that that's the best choice. The best choice, because Amazon has the ability to change the price. They'll sell for whatever they want, or they might not buy as much, or I've seen brands where it might be something like a drawer pull, a cabinet knob, or something. They'll get down to where they just have one. I don't think a lot of people buy just one cabinet knob, so it's not always the best way to promote your brand. But when you sell it yourself directly as a third-party seller, you have a lot of control. The other way you can do that is working with other third-party resellers. So you can wholesale your product, or you can work directly with some third-party sellers that would then be responsible to help you to write your listings, or you could still manage your listings but have them just selling on your brand, watching their pricing, that type of thing. I want to remind you that Amazon can be profitable just because of the amount of traffic it receives. It can be very difficult to get that amount of traffic to your brand without a lot of advertising dollars and spending a lot of money up front. Each month, Amazon has over 197 million people around the world go to Amazon.com. And Amazon had 49% of the e-commerce market in 2018. So that was 2 years ago. And they've probably only grown just because of the pandemic, but also because people are loving going online. They love Prime. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But they love to buy from Amazon. They go to Amazon first when they're looking for something to see if it's available online or whatever. A lot of times people go to Amazon first. And 95 million people in the U.S. as of about a year ago had Amazon Prime memberships. So the other thing to know, though, is over 50% of the sales on Amazon come from third-party sellers, small businesses, medium-sized businesses, and that's to your advantage because you can then sell on Amazon's platform. They got all the traffic, they let you sell, and they take a cut of that, which I like to think of like advertising dollars. But Amazon is the 8,000-pound gorilla, million-pound gorilla in the marketplace. So number one, I want to start with the first one, selling directly. So this is feasible if you have staff to manage your account and you want to sell directly, or you hire like an Amazon management company like Wildcat Brand Management, who would then create your listings, help get the pictures uploaded, answer customer questions sometimes, make sure things are selling well, replenishing, keeping things up to date. dealing with any issues with Amazon. Sometimes there's issues with things being returned or, excuse me. So you can do it a couple different ways, selling directly on Amazon. You can sell them via Prime or FBA. Prime and FBA a lot of times are combined, used interchangeably. FBA is fulfillment by Amazon, and that means you shipped your items to their warehouse, and then they are going to ship them directly to your customers. But and then their Prime is a membership, basically, that is when things are in the warehouse, people can buy in Prime and they get 2-day shipping. They get things quickly. So you would just sign up directly as a third-party seller on Amazon. You'd go to sell.amazon.com, I think, and you can sell on their marketplace. Whether you can sell almost anything. There's a lot of restrictions now, which is good for brands, because you can get to the point where you have some specific restrictions on your brand items. But starting out, getting back, you basically sell items on their marketplace. If you're selling in the FBA program, you can think about 35%, that's just an approximate number, of your sales price is going to go towards fees for them to fulfill, to pack and ship, and to manage your storage, all of that. So you've got your price of your product, you've got your fulfillment fees, and then you have your profit. So usually people sell on Amazon for a little bit higher than the MSRP because they have the ability they need to cover for those fees. So there is an Amazon FBA calculator that can help you to determine what those exact fees are. If you're selling as a fulfillment by merchant, which is where you would basically, the sale would come in and you would ship it then from your warehouse, then you're going to pay for there's still like a fulfillment fee and advertising, I think of as fee, and then there's your cost. And then there's the cost of shipping. And then you also do any sort of customer service with that scenario for a lot of like issues with shipping or issues in breakage. But so how do brands make money doing it this way? This way, you as a brand can sell for your MSRP because you're not buying it at the wholesale price. You're buying it at the your manufacturing price. So you have that, plus you have your wholesale markup. So you have the ability to sell at MSRP and still make that same amount of dollars that you might have made selling it directly to another person to wholesale. Again, I like to think of the Amazon fees as advertising. You're paying basically for the opportunity to be on the largest 49% of the market. So your ability, you can then build brand recognition, build brand knowledge, and not have to worry so much about driving traffic to your website. You can build your traffic other ways. But you 100% control the price of your product in this scenario. When you are selling as a third-party merchant on Amazon, you control the price. Now, they do have some they have what they call like excessive pricing. Obviously, you don't want to do price gouging. Sometimes those can be kind of a little low, in my opinion, but they have, if you start the product and you sell it, then usually you don't deal with that sort of issue. So if you ship it to the cost, if you ship the cost to the customer, the product to the customer, then you have to deduce obviously the price for shipping, but I think you still make money in that scenario. In that scenario, you still have a lot of control over what your delivered product looks like. So when you ship it into Amazon, it's going to come to the customer in an Amazon box. You can package it however you want to ship it into the warehouse, and then they ship that out in another box. When you're responsible for shipping, you have a whole lot of control over how that appears to the customer and how it goes through the how it looks when they open it. So that can be one of the, if that's one of your brand trademarks or one of your brand controlling image things, then that can be a great thing for you to ship it directly but still sell on Amazon. You're still getting that access to that traffic. In this case, when you sell on Amazon as a third-party merchant, you still are going to create that listing. So you're going to create the listing, you're going to work on you're going to make it in your brand image, you have complete control. The only issue usually is that you have to have a picture of the product. Now, if it's of clothing or something, you can have it on a mannequin, but if you have a picture of the product on a white background for the initial picture, but the rest can be lifestyle pictures, can be different pictures of the product, can have text on them, but that first picture that shows up in the as first on the product shows up in the search usually has to be a product with a white background. But otherwise, you control what the listing says. You control how the image is presented. So all of that can still be controlled by your brand, and it can still present your brand image in the best way possible. That's why I think it's an awesome way to do it. You can hire somebody. We also do create brand listings. So you can hire somebody to write brand listings for you, and you can tweak them, or you can write your own. Finding the keywords and stuff like that, it can be a little bit confusing, but you do want to, you do have the ability as a brand. This is another benefit. You have the ability to do brand registry, where you can take your trademark, you can get it registered on Amazon, and then you can add video content to your listings, and you can also add, it's called enhanced brand content, where you can, if you look at a listing and it has like pictures and a lot of detail in the description part, they're using enhanced brand content to be able to give more of that brand story. You can do a brand store, you can do sponsored brands on advertising if you choose to do that when you have a registry, when you do brand registry. That's a whole nother story. But that's a way that brands can have a lot of control over their listings on Amazon, still be able to sell. And the option 2 is to allow a third-party merchant, another merchant, to sell your products on Amazon. Now, I think this is also a great option because then you do not have to worry about, whether it sells, damage, all that stuff. You can sell wholesale to a third-party merchant, and they can sell it on Amazon. Now, you can have contracts with them or agreements to meet MSRP and to keep it so that if you have brick and mortar stores, you don't have to worry about the pricing being way low. That's one of the issues when you sell directly to Amazon, is they don't necessarily honor MSRP. So you can work with a brand to really, another brand. You can work as a brand with a third-party merchant to sell your products, to really make them look great. They can write the listings, or you can write the listings and they can upload them, but you have a lot of control in that scenario, especially if you're working directly with them. A lot of companies will say they don't want to sell to Amazon sellers, but there are some great Amazon sellers out there who will really represent your product in an excellent way if you give them the opportunity. So you also, to be profitable on Amazon, you're going to need to do a few other things to help your product. So you can't always just launch a new product and then expect it just to go well. You need to look for demand in the market and other things, but outside of Amazon, you can do some things that can help your product on Amazon to do well and to sell well, whether you're selling it or it's wholesaling. Obviously, driving brand image, brand knowledge is great, whether you've got on Amazon or not, but I can tell you right now that if you have a customer base, they are looking on Amazon to see if your product is there. And they really want, they love Amazon, they trust Amazon, so they want to see your product on there because they know that they're going to get a good customer service experience. But outside of Amazon, one of the things you can use is PPC, obviously pay-per-click traffic to get eyeballs on your listings, but being a proactive marketer. So when you sell on Amazon and you ship FBA, so you ship everything into them and they ship it, you have time to be more of a proactive marketer marketing your product. So you're going to be able to get your brand out there. You're going to do things like lives. You can connect with customers through emails. You can drive people to your email list, and you can even put brand inserts in your products as long as they have some specific guidelines, but you can put inserts in there that will help your customers to know how to find out more information about how to use your product or how to get warranty information, that type of stuff. You can help your customers that way, and that can drive some traffic. Number two, being competitive and knowing your competition. So knowing what else is out there, looking on the Amazon platform. Your product may already be on there. If it is, you can do a few things to help get control of that listing. But you can know your competition. So see what your competition is selling, see how they're putting things together, see how they are maybe combining things. See what comments they're getting. Know your competition, know what's going on out there, and that way you really are getting a full realm of things that you can also do for your customers. Now, you can create better listings with using the EBC and the videos, like I said with the brand registry, but you can really showcase your product and talk to your customers in your listings on Amazon, but also outside of Amazon. So just using the hints from the things that your customers are showing you on Amazon really can show you what you can show outside of Amazon to drive more traffic to your website for your brand recognition, that type of thing. Maximizing your offerings. So adding more of your products to Amazon. It's kind of strange sometimes because you think your most popular product is probably the one that's going to sell well on Amazon, but that's not always the case. So I always say to give it the opportunity to try different things, to add more listings, to add more different products that you have so that your customers are able to get the full range of products. Sometimes if you want to help your brick and mortar stores, you might sell only certain combinations on Amazon that are not available in brick and mortar stores. That way there's not a lot of direct competition. But if you want to grow your business, you can grow it by having more listings, more information, more items on Amazon. You can use also your reseller agreements to protect that pricing if you do have the same thing on Amazon as you do in brick and mortar stores. And if you find out that your product is on Amazon and you didn't authorize any sellers, one of the things you can do with the brand management company, through getting brand registry, you can find out who those sellers are. You don't have to have brand registry to do this. You can get a brand registry company, brand management company to help you. You can find out who those sellers are. You can contact them directly and work with them to either change the listings, to get control of the listings, to get control of, or to stop selling to them completely. Now, there are legitimate ways for people to purchase things, obviously in brick and mortar stores, and resell it on Amazon. But if you want to have more control over that, then you can get a little more control over that by selling on Amazon yourself and controlling those listings. But one of the things is a lot of brands think, oh, I'm just going to say no to Amazon. I'm not going to sell on Amazon and act like it's not going to happen. And what there are is a bunch of very great marketers out there who see your product and see the opportunity and sell your product on Amazon. So by ignoring it, you're not necessarily helping your brand. By selling on Amazon or controlling that distribution, you can really control your brand image a lot better and control what's going on Amazon. So if you're a brand and you want help setting up an Amazon account, you can contact at our website, wildcatbrandmanagement.com. Click on the Schedule a Meeting tab and set up a time to talk free of charge. We love helping brands be more profitable on Amazon. I myself am a brand owner. I own a couple brands. I have been on Amazon since 2016. 2014. It's gone so fast. And I love helping brands. I love talking to brands and brainstorming ways. Brand management companies are great to help manage your Amazon account, to help you write listings, to do pay-per-click. And we do all of that. And we also just help you brainstorm and come up with ways to control and help your brand image even when you're selling on Amazon. So Amazon is not your sales, marketplace. it's a channel for you, and I think ignoring it becomes a peril for brands sometimes. So I want to help you to embrace it and to do well with it, so it doesn't affect your other marketing. It can help grow your brand. So thanks for watching today, and I will talk to you soon.